Mm. Alright, bro. I got everyone on live. Get my breakfast. Wash my face still. Oh boy, what's up, Ty? What's up, Aaron Peeves? Alright, dude. I'm gonna wash my face and get some cereal here. I'm gonna wait for everybody to roll through and we'll react to the stuff, dude. Bro, I got 30 fucking pings, Pug. I was sleeping peacefully. I got 30 pings, bro. I was having a very nice sleep for once. I got 30 pings. But don't worry, Pug. I'm not a storm creator. Yeah, it doesn't recognize me as a storm creator. But I gotta deal with that shit, you know? I ain't real, Pug. You know? Payback. Alright, chat, I'm back. I did my stuff. Alright, boys. Before I even look at anything, if you guys have seen the teasers, please do not spoil them for everyone else. And two, if you have seen the teasers, rate them 1 to 10. Like Storm 10, Ice 1, Fire 5 type shit, you know? Yeah. Alright, let's see here. So pinned messages, I was told. Okay, I see Storm. Why are there only 3 storm spells? Chat, am I not seeing straight? Why are there only... What? No, I must not be seeing straight. Okay, I see them. Okay, which one do you guys want to react to first? Yo, what's up, Henry? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna work on putting them on screen right now. I literally just woke up to 30 pings from everyone like, so I was having such a nice sleep, chat. I was having such a nice sleep. It was very peaceful. I never get to sleep. It takes me like 6 hours to sleep. Really bad. But it's okay. I'm gonna say all this, and King Sal's not gonna recognize me as a storm creator, and they're not gonna listen to me. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, guys. Alright? Alright, let's do it. God, this game is fucking hilarious. Alright, okay, so just for window capture... I guess we'll just do it this... Why isn't Discord working? Hold on. Okay. Where do you see the... I'm just using the fucking Discord, honestly, bro. Okay, so... I'm trying to get this set up so I can see chat and myself. Okay. So apparently it's in pinned messages. So, chat, what school do you guys want to do first? Ice, Storm, or Balance? Or Fire? Yo, Henry, the $20 super chat. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate you, buddy. You know what? Let's let Henry pick. Henry just donated $20. Let's let Henry pick. I came here for the story. Okay, well, since Court is pretty much a dev, I'll do Storm first, okay? So I think we have 5 cards. Why does Ice get... Wait, what? Am I tweaking? Why does Storm get 5 spells and Ice gets 7? Am I missing something, Court? I don't know. Okay, the new berry. So we have 2 paths. So middle one is 4 pips. Okay, so it's kind of like old Goat Monk in a way, where the hit and the heal are about equal, so like it's not bad. You know what I mean? Is this good for 4 pips though? I mean, it's fine, I think. But the important part is it's 3 rounds and it's 1 single heal. So what this means basically is you can't set up a Gambit anymore, a Jhin, or an Owl. This also means that Gearhead is just a better spell, right? So, unfortunate. Chat display where? Oh, I have to put it up here. My bad, y'all. Thank you for reminding me. So when I record, I have to like turn that stuff off. But my bad, gang. Yeah, I mean, I'd say the Millipath. I mean, maybe it's okay against Death because Pirate isn't as good of a counter. Maybe, especially with the meta slowing down. I don't know. I think it's kind of mid, I would say. The middle one. Okay, bottom path. 7 pip berry. Who thought 7 pip was a... What the frick, man? Yo, what the hell am I looking at? Okay. So, for 7 pips, by the way, you don't need 35 accuracy anymore. So that means you can change the storm build. Fun fact. So that's nice. 7 pip berry for 700 damage. And 1050 healing. Still 2 heals for 4 rounds. So this is like the old berry. But it's 7 pips. And like more damage and slightly more healing. I don't really know how I feel about this one. I think 7 pips is bad shit crazy. Goat Monk is literally just better. And it's less pips. So I don't I don't understand this card really. I don't. How is this good against Ice Shot? They always have a shield on. The old barrier is nice because you used it as a shield breaker to get healing, right? So I disagree. I think this is a terrible card. The ice will never give you a better trade because they have permanent bubble, permanent brace, and always a debuff on. You don't get any of that luxury. So I would argue this card is terrible in general, no matter what path you do. It's the damage. Okay, but it's 7 pips though. And against ice, they're always gonna have permanent bubble, permanent brace, or like a shield. They won't ever not have a shield. Yeah. So I don't know. I disagree. I disagree. But I'd give it a mid rating. It's yeah, it's a clear nerf, right? Because the one purpose Barry had in the meta, the only time you'd ever use it on against 7 schools was as a very cheap shield breaker and to get like a bit of healing against ice, right? What I would have done personally, I probably would have made the 4-pip one like a little bit better. Like it's not bad. It's not bad, but I probably would have made it a tad bit better. The bottom path, I have no idea. Like there's just no point. There's just no point. It's way too expensive. If this was like actually 5 pips, like chat is saying, like similar to Goat Monk, I'd be like, okay. I mean, it's kind of like Goat Monk, but it's just a worse version than Goat Monk for more pips. So, yeah. I would give Barry probably a 5 out of 10. Before, like Live Realm, probably like an 8 out of 10. So, I'd say it's a pretty clear nerf. Alright, oh, please be 2 weaknesses. These motherfuckers actually listen for once in their life. Holy shit, chat. Hallelujah, dude. Holy shit, they actually listened. Oh my god. And the damage isn't like 400 like Court. Why did Court say it was 400? Court must be true. Court can't do math. How is he a KI? Oh god. Where's Court? Okay, so middle path is a hit and 40. So it's like old cat. It's not bad. It's not bad. Bottom path though, it's basically just like it's like Storm's version of Headless. I would say that's pretty good. I mean, top path is probably better against mirrors, but bottom path, like, dude, this is gonna be so good against death. Like, the fact you can actually trade a headless with a headless now is a really big deal. Type shit, you know? Now, granted, death does have better weaknesses, but their headless does, what, like 300 less damage or some shit, right? About that, a little less than 300, I think. So, yeah. I mean, old cat was a great spell, but this is what they needed to do. This was the right way to go about it. So I'd take old cat from probably like an 8, maybe a 9 out of 10. I don't know if I'd say. I mean, how could they make this better to make it? I feel like this has to be a 10 out of 10, right? Like, how could they possibly make it better? I think it has to be a 10 out of 10, chat. What are you thinking? The bottom path. The middle path is like not bad. But the issue is with old Catalan, you just like click Google or something and you're better off than an open Catalan, right? But with the bottom path, you actually preserve tempo to stay alive longer. So that's why old Cat, it was a good card. It wasn't a bad card. No one's to say old cat was a bad card. It's just you had a simple tempo counter to do out of it. Yeah, I'll probably say 10 out of 10 for bottom path cat. So yeah, I'd say 5 out of 10 on Barry. 10 out of 10 on bottom path cat. Everyone should be swapping to bottom path cat this update. Just why wouldn't you, you know? Oh, catch of the day. Oh, Christ almighty. What did they do? Oh, Lord. God. Please let them not be tripping. I mean, they did listen with the Ghoul, or sorry, not Ghoul, Catalan. So maybe? Okay. So hit and 65. Okay. Fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible middle path. I mean, what are they thinking? That shit's got me dead, bro. Oh my god. Do we see ice after storm? Yeah, I got you, Henry. Yeah. I just... What? I don't... Does shield not exist? Yeah, literally. Does shield not exist? Is shield not a spell? Yeah, let me dump 5 pips for it to get countered by 0. Good idea. Bad spell. Maybe good in raids or PvE, but bad spell. Bottom path. Okay. So this is the real spell. Bottom path is the real spell. So this is just catch of the day, but they nerfed the damage. So I mean, unfortunate, I guess, but to be fair, other spells did change. Wait a minute. No. No, I'm confused, bro. Why is Headless better than Catch of the Day? Like the potency, that doesn't make any sense. If Headless is a 45, shouldn't Catch be 55? Bottom path is owned by the new ice spell too. Well, like the new Empire. Yeah, I mean, I'd say middle path is nothing. Bottom path is a pretty steep nerf. I'd say so. I mean, is there anything else you need to see about that? I mean, yeah, that's pretty tough, but I mean, I'll still use the bottom path and I'll give it a shot. Catch more damage. Bro, what? It lost 215 damage. What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, I'll still try it out and give it a shot, but this is not how I would have went about the bottom path personally. And middle path is just bad because shields are overvalued. So I'd give that one probably I mean, it's not as bad as Barry's fucking terrible, so I can't put it under 5. I'd give it a 6. I'd give it a 6. I put Barry at 5. New Catch Today at like 6, maybe 7. And Catalan at 10. Okay, Queen. So middle path is like the same thing. So that's what we've been using. Not too shabby. But it's actually a bit weaker, like 60 damage weaker, oddly. But that's okay. And bottom path is hit in 3-fold, basically. Okay, that one's interesting. Because you can't just snowman it off anymore. I mean, granted, snowman is still good because shields are overvalued, especially against storm. But I mean, I think probably just bottom path. Right? I mean, that's a fine change. I don't really see any problems here. I mean, it's good, but extremely situational. I'd probably give it like an 8. I mean, would I say it's better than Catch? I'll put it on the same level as Catch. You know what? I'm putting Catch of the Day at 7. I'm gonna put Queen at 7. Yeah. So Berries, 5 out of 10. Pat's 10 out of 10. Catch is 7 out of 10. And Queen is 7 out of 10. It's just, Storm's weakness games are so fucking niche, bro. Like, the fact it only works against, like, Death, and Death just shits on you, and it's like... Okay. Is Storm different than the last one, chat? Is this the last one? Why is there only 5? Why does Ice get 7? That's so unfair. Maybe they didn't finish them. Okay, so top path. Hit and extend 2. Okay, so this is what people were saying initially. It should extend 2 and not 1. So it's cool that they listen. But the issue is Buried is no longer in the game. So there's no heals left to extend. So again, kind of like the myth the Mythrat change. It's like, yes, they listened, but they created new problems. So, you listened, but the overtimes aren't really a thing anymore with Camp Bandit. You know? Heals aren't really a thing anymore on a Storm, because you don't have a way to get the heals. Alright. Then, bottom path, 5 pips, steal 2 heals, okay. And extend that. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. How do I feel about that? Okay, well, obviously, against a true Jade, this is not going to do anything. Let's just keep it a $150. Now, as like a Storm or a Fire, I'm not going to say Life, because Life isn't, like, there's no way they're going to run Storm and the accuracy for this. But as a Storm and a Fire, though, maybe. I mean, here's my issue, though, right? Here's my issue. Like, you don't have any healing spells left, though. Right? It's like, you're probably not going to pack Barry. I mean, Dark and Stormy, as good as it is, I mean, like, what is the point? Okay, logically, chat, right? Let's use our thinking caps here for a minute, okay? Let's use our thinking caps. What is the point in running Healing Storm anymore? What is the point? Barry is worse against ice. There's just no point. There's just no point, right? So if you're not using heals and you're stealing the heals, you can't even do anything with the heals like you're because you're not going to pack it because you're not healing, right? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, and also Triton isn't that good of a counter because the blade counters are already so good and getting buffed this update. So yeah, that's a good point. I see what you guys mean. I'm just trying to think from the Fire and Storm POV. I mean, a Fire, they could set up a rain, but why would you rain a Fire against a Life? I mean, if you can, as a Fire, if you can find a way to get the 3rd heal, you could go for an Oni, and it's actually not a bad card. Really, it really isn't. Or you could do this twice, actually, and then surge into an Oni. So honestly, I think this is a Fire card, but they just gave it the Storm, real talk. I think this is definitely a Fire card, if you ask me. So, I mean, it's okay. Obviously, it's a buff. Obviously, it's a buff. Is this too niche? Yeah, I mean, some people might not do all that, though. Like, pack Infernal Oni, Disc, and, like, something else that is pretty excessive, you're not wrong. The heal itself is a big deal. Against a regular Life, I completely agree. But against someone who's jading, like, you're healing and they're not even hitting you, right? And that's quite literally jading. So, that's why I'm saying it's not bad. It's a dex-based situation. Maybe, yeah. Because maybe Fires will just run a different heal counter entirely, so they don't have to pack Oni and this, right? But I mean, you could try it. It's not bad. Certainly usable. I give it like a, I don't know. I'd probably put it at the same level as Barry, like a 4 or a 5 out of 10. I'd say. Okay, so I'm gonna write down my rating. Pug, are you a mod still? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's the wrong chat. Okay, you guys didn't see that. Don't worry about it, Pug. Don't. I got disconnected to activity. Okay. All right, we're gonna do the ice cards next because chat was asking for ice. I meant to write that somewhere else actually, but whatever. Ice. Yeah, okay. Where's Court? Where's Court? Court. Why does Ice have 7 spells and Storm has 5? What the fuck is that about? Hmm. Alright. Let's look at pigs. 4 pips, push 3 weaknesses. Hit. Okay. Interesting. Ice has 7 lures. Storm has 6. Bro, y'all ain't changing hammer. Really, bro? I was so excited. Dude, no, y'all gotta change hammer, man. Hammer's a badass spell. I think everyone agrees, but it's fucking terrible. It's terrible. It's such a cool card, though. Like, chat, you guys are not gonna tell me hammer's not aesthetically cool, bro. You're not gonna tell me that, bro. There's no way. No one in chat's gonna tell you that. It's, bro, it's like unusable. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not gonna argue. Okay, so they finally got out of the Winter Moon Shad era. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, honestly, this is exactly where I thought it would be. So it's hit and 275% chromatic shields. I mean, I mean, this is obviously a pretty significant nerf, but the nice thing if you are an ice player, you just have to pack TC Colossus now. And it's like, I don't know, maybe like 5% worse total, but you just pull it inside on demand now, and you don't need an ice pip. So, I mean, the ice has been overreacting to the change for a while. I mean, yes, it's a nerf, but at least you have a solution. Now, if they ban TC Colossus this update as well, then you guys can cry. Then you guys can cry. That's pretty fucked up. I think this card is the same. Terrible. Deer Mouse, hit and 245 traps. Okay, interesting. I guess. I mean, maybe look on that. Not terrible. Oh no, dude. Celestia got a heal buff? But it's an absorb, it doesn't heal. If you're talking about the top path court, I've never used this in my life, and I never will. So I don't even acknowledge it. I don't even look at it. I don't look at it, court. I'm sorry, I'm not him. But I guess if you do PvE, yeah, I mean, this is okay now. Okay. Does K have beef with pure damage spells? Well, the issue was they gave the 2 best 6 pip hits to Ice and Myth, which makes no sense because if you're gonna give the best hits to a school, it should be the strongest one. So either Storm or Fire. So it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense, dude. Because you just saw Ices running around with 6 Winter Moons. And the reason Myth didn't like big spam like Ice is because you have to PvE to win with like Myth Gen. Okay, Handsome Fomori. I mean, this is just an abomination, chat. Can I be real with you? This is I don't know what to say about this. I mean, am I wrong in saying that only bad players are gonna pack this card? Is that a fair analysis, chat? Like you already counter Death and you counter Storm, right? So why are you packing a spell just for them when your stats and your spells counter them? I don't. I feel like that's just a card for bad players, but unfortunate. I mean, it's just not a good spell. It's a cool spell like Hammer Thor, but just bad. Ace Elemental. Okay, I'm excited to see this one. Oh, that's a pretty good buff. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I'd say bottom path Ice Elemental got a pretty significant buff here. So that's pretty good. And then top path is just the same thing, but the weakness is 5% better. So, okay. This Ice Elemental buff. Not bad. Deer Knights, a hit, and 70 Universal. AoE. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'd say the best change here is probably Ice Elemental. I'd say it's pretty good. Deer Mouse is also pretty neat. Reindeer Knight, Handsome Fomari, Celestial, they're all irrelevant. Moon, I don't know why the fuck you would ever run Winter Moon. Maybe as like a strike counter. Like you pack like 1 or 2. Because like resist is so high. But I don't know why you'd pack any of these cards. I don't know. I mean, Snow Pigs is cool. But yeah, I'd say Elemental's the best change here. I would say so. More deck space since Moon got banned. Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. Like, Ice has such good cards. Like, Moon being gone isn't going to be that big of a deal. Like, I've said this for a while, but no one listened to me. I mean, they'll probably see it. I'm right. Again, people just need to experience for themselves. Yeah, I mean, I'd say Ice cards are worse than Storm cards this update, based off of what we looked at. Like, only 2 of them are, like, even viable. So, yeah, I mean, rip the Ice, bro. But you have a solution. You have TC Colossus. Okay. Fire. So top path. Yo, no, wait a minute, bro. I got beef, bro. I got beef, dude. I got beef. Well, do I have beef? Do I? Maybe I don't. Nah, I don't think I had beef. I don't think I had beef, chat. Uh, so it's this Fire Goat. This is the old Fire Goat monk, which is really good, by the way. It's basically a berry with 1 more pip. It's not a bad fire card though. Like for fire, this is a great. This is like actually a good card. Bottom. Oh no! What is the shit they're doing, man? Oh fuck no! Yeah, they need to get rid of this junk, bro. Dude, oh my god. No, bro. Oh my. I don't even know what the. Where do I start? Where do I start? That's. Where do I start? Okay, well, first off, if you're gonna pack one, do top path chat. Okay, pack bottom path if you're trolling. But little, TLDR for you. This is terrible. They need to get rid of these bottom path 7 pip double. These are terrible, bro. I mean, top path is better than bottom path. Dude, for 7 pips, you're doing like 600 for 2 heals that heal you for 1,000 for 4 rounds. That is not worse. This should be a 6 pip or a 5 pip card. This should be a 6 or 5 pip card, not 7 pips. You've lost the plot. Like 6 pips maybe, like the school pip. Okay. 7 whole pips. That's usually going to be 8 pips in the game chat. You're out of your fucking mind, bro. You're out of your mind. You've lost the plot. That card, I give that like a 3 out of 3 or 4 out of 10. A really, really bad spell. It's only good against ice? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, Nautilus. So for 5 pips, you can push up to 4 traps. Okay, interesting. And then 2 chromatic dots for 4 rounds. Neat. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know if you'd pack this over Immolate though, because Immolate is like cheaper, more damage, NTC, easier to pull. It's okay. It's okay. It's just I think other spells are better, and you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Oh boy, what did they do to you? Okay. I mean, Top Path, it's just the same fucking spell. It's just the same spell, okay? The 20 to 10 damage nerf or something. It's the same shit, okay? If you're complaining about a 10 damage nerf when people lost 215 damage on their cards, plus, you need to look in the mirror, bro. You gotta look in the mirror. The bottom path, you get a decent hit and a single chromatic bomb dot. I mean, it's just not a good card. I mean, period. Okay. Um, where are we at? Krampus? Okay. Alright, so we're keeping the detonate on Krampus. Oh, fucking. Oh, what? This is just bull, but it's 4 pips and not a shad. Okay. Um. Interesting. I mean, I don't really know what to say to this. Yes, it's broken, but so is Camp Bandit. That's the problem, chat. Like, I completely. This is a like. They heard everyone in the community complain about bull, and they made it 2 less pips and not a shad. And you can do it every round. But to be fair, Camp Bandit does exist. Now, the only issue with this potential issue. I'm not saying it's an issue because I could be wrong. The only potential issue here is, let's say Danton sends in a mute, I can't bend it 2 over. Even though I counter majority of that, right? He could go for a Krampus. If that dot is so powerful, still might be worth it. Just detonating the 1 dot is the 180% is crazy. Right? Like my fire did this, right? I'd like get 3 buffs on a moot or whatever. Their counterpart of the overtime, and I just blow up the other 2 or other one, and they do a shit ton. So yes, I mean it's not doing like 2k damage like bull anymore. Obviously, it's just there, but I mean, I'd give us like a solid like 8 or 9 out of 10. It's a good card, but overtimes are getting significantly good at this update. Oh my god, bro. Y'all are crazy, chat. Y'all are actually crazy. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, oh, lord. What the hell? Okay, so for 5 pips, you're gonna hit and then detonate 2 for 145. Okay, so we're just making bull not a shad. What the what the I don't understand the direction of the game here, I'm gonna be honest. Like I get it, okay. We're buffing Camp Bandit. Camp Bandit's broken, so we're making dot. I get it. I get it. I get it. Make OT's better. The counters are too good. Camp Bandit's too good. I get it. But making a shad spell not a shad, like Winter Moon, we've seen that is not a good solution. We've seen making shad spells not a shad and spammable is unhealthy for the meta. Yes, I literally just spoke about it in the same paragraph there, John. Yeah, I mean, if I was just gonna be if you don't got it, I completely agree, Chad. Just you don't got it until you get a good detonate. I completely agree. Is that all the fire cards? I think so. Okay. I mean, I don't think they're as bad as ice. Yes, Winter Moon is a lore spell with the value of a shad because of School Pip, the old one. This one here. That's why it's banned, because it made no sense for Ice and Myth to have the best 6-pip hit in the game when Storm and Fire exist. It didn't make any sense. So, I'd say Storm probably has the best spells so far. Ice, obviously they lost Moon. Ice Elemental's really good. Earmouse is okay. Ice is probably, is it as bad as Fire? These two are crazy. Whiteheart, I mean, I don't think anyone's seriously gonna pack that. They might for fun. I don't think it's gonna be meta though. It's not good. The Rampage sucks. Why would I pack that? Honestly, I think Ice and the Fire are equally bad. Okay. Obviously Ice is gonna be a better school than Fire this update, like obviously, right? But I would say in terms of the spell changes, like they both only got 2 spells. Back Brim. Where's Brim? I don't see Brim. There's no Brim. There's no Brim here. I skipped. Where is Brim? What? Mayo forgot to pin it? Y'all have the Brim picture? Can y'all like ping me or something? We see balance? We're seeing the Brim one apparently. Someone post Brim in the fucking PvP chat. Okay. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I see why chat was freaking out. This is definitely a meta defining card. Okay. We got a hit and faint, but it's a fire chop, not the chromatic, like universal, like the myth one. And then we basically have catch of the day for 1 less pip on a fire. Oh, fucking Christ, man. This is fire gonna beat Storm now? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Unless if they don't fix dual school this update, I don't think fire, because fire already has a good chance. Well, not a good chance, but it's like almost even. If you pack that cancer AIDS deck right now, like you just pack so many shields, like the Storm literally can't play, right? But if you keep that AIDS deck and you just pack Brim, there's no way for the Storm to win anymore. You can't do anything because the traps are too good, your counters don't work, and your shield counters don't work because your dual school doesn't work. So I don't see how a good fire beats a good Storm anymore this update. Because fire spells got buffed in that matchup and storm spells got nerfed in that match, right? So yeah, I think I'm with chat on this one. I don't see how storm beats fire with this. Okay, well, interesting though. So obviously that's a 10 out of 10 spell. That's an S tier meta defining card. How, okay, so obviously fire's gonna beat storm. I mean, it's good against ice too, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe not. If overtimes are dead, it'll be interesting to see how fires play. No, fires are gonna run the 65 catch of the day because they can go through shields, really, right? So the reason, yeah, I'll show you guys an example. And this is also what the devs don't get either. So the reason some schools can run some spells is because their stat profile and their library. So on a fire, I can run a hit and faint trap, and then a hit and faint blade, which is the middle path, right? And the opponent can't shield because I'm a fire and I can King Art and steal their entire health, right? The reason shielding every round works good against Storm is because your dual school doesn't work and you have to give up the buffs you just created and paid a fucking hefty price for like no value into the shield, right? That's the issue. And the devs don't get that. So on a fire, you're gonna run the Catch of the Day Faint Blade. It's worse, it can't really get countered, and there's not really a clear counter to it. Like you can't just shield. Bonus Storm, you have to run bottom because shields do work. Now, if Storm's dual school did work, I would probably actually run middle path Catch of the Day if I could actually just fire elf and get value. But we live in a world where it does no damage right now. So, little fun fact there for y'all. Okay, well that definitely changed my opinion. Fire definitely got better, more. I'd say Fire got 3 good spells. Ice got 2 good spells, and Storm got 3.5. Okay. Yeah, if you just brim into a Catch of the Day, like they're just literally dead. It's that simple. Anyone's just gonna die. Okay. So we just have balance now. I need to get my food, sorry, I'm yapping. I have yapped a lot. Why are you putting Ice so low? Ice is literally only bad against heals this update. For dots, you just Black Cam Bandit and you're good. Unless literally everyone is queuing life, which they might. Ice will be really good this update. I don't know what people are talking about. Okay. So for balance, oh, what was I clicked on? This guy? Okay. So he got a buff, I think. So his bottom path gives 10% more, and the top path is the same. It's not a bad card. I mean, it's never been really been bad on a balance. Any hit in aura generally is good, right? But you don't really want to use this over like stabilize generally because 110 resist is broken right now, right? So it's a good spell, could see use in the future, but resist is way too strong with brace right now. Oh, what the fuck are these balance cards, bro? What am I even? I can't even put my glasses on for this, bro. Okay, is that just a? Is that no? That has to be one hit. That has to be one hit. That's a random spirit hit, I think. And then I can heal for 4 pips. Okay, whatever. Oh, yo, dude, no, they keep making this garbage, bro. The 7 pip double heal. I mean, I'm just gonna chalk it off to that. 7 pip double heal, fucking terrible. Unbalance, fire, storm. No, it's just terrible. It's just not a good card. It needs to be less pips. It has to be 2 heals. Terrible card. Not like bounce heals, by the way, so it's fine. But bad card. Paw. Okay, so hit and 45. Cool. Hit and 235s. Okay. Cool change. Not bad. I would love to see some more people run Paw in the meta, but I don't know how to word this properly. It's not like Paw's ever been a bad spell, really. It's just debuffs are so powerful and resist is so powerful. You know, it's like you could always do a hit and debuff and get more value than a hit and buff. Yeah, 7 pips is way too much core. That's actually insane. Wait, did they show scales? If they showed scales, I'd be a happy guy. Okay, so lore. Okay, so you basically hit low end all the time now, but you get 2 better weaknesses. Yo, Court, I hate to be this guy, but can I ask why a balanced DPP card that's 1 less pip gets a 5% weakness buff and 2 of them, right? Catalan, a storm DPP spell that's 1 more pip, gets a 5% nerf and 2 weakness. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me, dude. I don't get that. I don't get that logic at all. I don't get it. Like, if it's consistent, like, okay, Catalan got, you know, 5% more in 2 weeks, okay, I get it. But I mean, yeah, that's a cracked card. That's a cracked card. I mean, bottom path is okay too, but middle path is just better. Do we need a buff story more? I mean, it's not really about that. They just need to fix the problems that they have been known are problems for a year, which is the dual school and the shield resist interaction. But until then, I don't think a whole lot's gonna change. Okay, where were we? This guy. Okay, so hit and what is that? An infection trap. Okay, you get an infection trap and a buff. That's kind of good, isn't it, chat? I feel like this is kind of good. I mean, is it though? Like, you'd pack it for Jades, but they're just click Centaur. But to be fair, not a lot of Jades be thinking like that. I don't know. I mean, it'd be good. I mean, but Spires and Storms don't heal against balance because Gearhead and Rainbow Serpent are broken. So in that case, you would only use it against Life, but a good Life would just Rebirth or Centaur immediately. So, I mean, I don't know. It's such a part of a Gambit too, I think, maybe. I don't know. Not that good in my opinion. You'd be alive without that anyways, I guess. Pigs. Okay, so it's just like Burning Rampage. It's just bad because it's a deferred dot, really. And the story, not much to talk about. Oh, Christ, what the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Bro, Danton, they just buffed your spell, bro. They just buffed the spell that we just made fun of the past, like... Oh my god. Court, can you please tell me this is like a bug? This is supposed to be like 7 pips or something? Like the last one, you said like you're missing some like card. Like, is this a bug? There's no way this is a 70 shield and 260s for 5 pips on a balance. Yeah, hit and immune, bro. Literally. And yeah, the damage is even low. The damage can get penalized. If it's gonna be a 70 or a 60, this should do like 300. Like the bottom path, at least you could say is like 300, but like the middle path, that is fucking bad shit crazy. Yeah, so it does 100 less damage for literally double the potency when that effect is broken. Looks good to me. Bro, y'all are... Oh, this is what I don't get, bro. It's like sometimes they get it, chat, and then sometimes like this, they just like don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's why I don't get it, bro. It feels like they're throwing like darts in the dark or something, bro. Oh my god. And you can't even fire Elf because Chimera is broken. Oh, yo, wait. That's crazy. Alright, well, balance buff. Hell yeah. Good. So Samurai is even more broken. Lore's even better. Yeah, just a bounce buff. Okay. Interesting. So I'd say overall, where am I? The storm spells? I'd probably say big picture. This is probably honestly a storm nerf, big picture. But if you're just looking at it from the lens of the cards, I'd say Storm has probably the best library out of everyone here. I'd say. But big picture, Storm is fucking cooked, bro. If they don't fix Dual School this update, Storm is gonna... I mean, Myth is probably the worst school of this update so far, but in Live Realm, Myth and Storm are like both bottom tier, like trash can tier, and that's gonna stay the same if they don't make more changes to like Storm or Myth this patch. Ice is to be really bad? No, I completely disagree. You literally only have one hanging effect you need to completely set for, and that's healing. Granted, that matchup sucks. I get it. I play the game too. I understand your pain. But no, I disagree. I disagree. With thoughts being significantly worse, I think you're gonna feel that as an ice player, bro. Myth is good. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about, Jonta? Have a hit and faint? So you think that's enough to get them off of a PvE myth? Ice is only gonna beat Storm? Yeah. No, Ice... I mean, Ice is already fine against Storm, but now they just farm Storm. Because the Storm can't even heal anymore. So... Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna use Keeper on the Storm. I'd run a Keeper too if I could dual school, honestly. Just can't. Yeah, I mean, I'd say, overall, we got kind of a mixed bag. We got some, like, nonsensical buffs to balance again. We got some decent buffs here and there. Some nothing burgers. Pretty mixed bag. I mean, I would give it a positive rating, though. Like, maybe like a... I guess 7 out of 10 total. The whole package, maybe. Ice and Storm can beat only one school. Who can Storm beat? I don't think Storm's beating Fire anymore. Storm already doesn't beat Life. I think Storm just beats Myth, honestly. If I'm my honest opinion, I think Storm just beats Myth. Unless the Myth is packing Star Shield. I mean... I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad with the base gen there. The base gen. We'll see. Life? I completely disagree. I would argue Life favors that matchup. I would much rather be my life playing against a Storm than Storm playing against the life right now. Completely. I hard disagree. I'd rather get a myth on my Storm and live run right now than a life. Unless a life, if they deck fail and they're not packing enough shields, then I could see that. But like a competent life, like you just do that and you win every time. Like I literally beat a person, a Storm, who set their deck for me and stream sniped me multiple times. I only lost to them once when they were literally stream sniping and setting their deck. Like, I don't know, bro. I disagree completely. Yeah, I'd say like 7 out of 10 total package. I'll make this into a video, I'd assume. But yeah, I mean, it's just the same thing we said last year, right? It's like all these changes gonna happen, but if you don't fix the core issue of not able to dual school when you created a meta around dual schooling, it doesn't really matter what I can and can't do. People will just abuse the fact that you can't do anything in the game, you know? So like I think a good example is chat saying like the catch of the Dayblade, right? Like you probably run the middle one if your shield counter actually worked. Like if Fire Elf actually worked, you know? Or if Helifin actually did damage. Like you probably honestly run the middle path over bottom path strat, right? The devs know that, they're just putting it on the back burner. Yeah, so like, if they roll out these changes, I don't really think the tier list is gonna change that much, really. If they do fix the dual skull problem, then I'd probably bump up Storm to like number 4. Probably. On the upper half. On the upper half, for sure. If you Calypso, they just Snowman though. That's the thing, Biddy. They have so many shields that the Storm literally can't keep up and they deck fill. Then the life gets 3 hits. It's just terrible, bro. It's a terrible matchup, dude. Absolutely fucking terrible. We can agree to disagree though. Fine. Okay, well, that was my action to the new spells. I need to go. That's why I just woke up the 30 pings about y'all telling me to cover this. So I need to go. I might be live. I'll be live later around my normal time. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Take care.